I finally started seeing shit for what it really was. And when I seen shit for what it really was, why am I going to pay for an education that's not teaching about who I am? Why am I going to put so much money into an education that doesn't tell me about where my people really originally come from and how much royalty we have right now?
Okay, so just to interject, see, I truly believe that there's a difference between going to somebody's school and receiving an education. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't got to go inside of a college dorm. You don't got to go inside of a school building to receive an education. And that's one of the things that I think that we first and foremost will have to do in order for this thing to work, is we're going to have to go back and educate ourselves.
Yes, very much.
Educate ourselves on how to conduct business. Yeah. Whatever skill set we have, because we all are so talented. We all got different skills. We all got different talents. But when it comes to taking those skills and those talents and making it profitable, we have to educate ourselves on how to conduct business in that certain field. And that's where I think a lot of us lack. Because if we were educated, we would know how to come to each other. We would come to each other legitimately with real business plans. And it won't be as much skepticism. Now, I know that a lot of us is dealing with the Willie Lynch syndrome. A lot of us is dealing with Stockholm syndrome. Yes, a lot of us is dealing with the, slave mentality, quote unquote. We still got to somehow, some way get over the motherfucking crab in the bucket mentality, for lack of better words. You know what I'm saying? I don't really like that phrase, but it's so true. It hold weight. But I think that we have to, especially right now, while everybody, not everybody, but the majority of us got a lot of downtime on our hand, it would behoove you to get educated, not necessarily go to school or take a class, self-educate. There's so many books and so many resources online where you can self-educate yourself, self-teach yourself about the talents you have and how to take those talents and make it profitable. If we don't do that, we just gonna be running into the wall, because when we start making money and somebody with an education come in from outside of our community, they'll be able to crumble that shit because we don't got no education on what we doing. That's my thought on that, man. First and foremost, man, we need to get educated.
So if everybody can see that. Also, before we go any further, I just want everyone to know, my king do not smoke or drink anymore.
So
just as well as he's a very, very, very strong vegan.
Very strong.
So I want you guys to know I do not condone drinking and smoking, but I drink and smoke because I'm grown.
What you mean you don't condone it, but you do it?
I'm not gonna tell anybody. You do what you do. You either want to drink,
you condone it.
I'm not condoning it for everybody else. I'm talking about myself. Anyway, I just want y'all to know. And if you got kids, this show is not for them.
I'm square as a pool table. Built off of Rubik's Cube, man. I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm talking about? I had to sit it down. I had to back up off of it and sit my cup down.
And that's fine.
You feel me?
And I respect them.
I don't knock nobody who do. You feel me? Because, hey, like I say, if that's what it is to make you relax, if that's what it is to, get you chilled, comfortable, so be it, man. Anything is cool as long as it's done in moderation. It's when you abusing, you know what I'm saying, or you let that consumption take over your daily life and you can't do shit without drinking or smoking. Then you addicted and you abusing it, and that's when it's a problem. So don't get it twisted. Just because you don't see me smoking no more, just because you don't see me with a drink in my hand no more, don't mean that I'm like, these motherfuckers drunks and winos. Nah, I ain't like that. Feel me? So to each his own, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I see the writing on the wall. I see what the fuck is going on. You feel me? And I know who and how I am. I could see if we not far from a time where motherfuckers is gonna have to be in shape.
That's right.
You might have to drag your mama and pull her uphill 2 miles. How many of the motherfuckers gonna be able to do that? And I ain't saying if you smoking and drinking you can't, but I know that it's gonna be a lot easier to run back and go get little Antoine and Nene and Ray Ray if your ass is in some kind of shape.
Yeah.
So for me, that was a conscious decision. I was already thinking of it But with this shit going on right now, I need to be in tip-top shape, mentally, physically, and spiritually. Point blank, period.
So therefore, like I was saying, I don't want to condone that, but getting back to the subject, if you guys look in the subject, I said getting back to Black Wall Street. Okay, getting back to Black Wall Street. We have to get back to Black Wall Street. Now that doesn't necessarily mean excluding every nationality out because they ain't black. But I'm saying for us as black people, I hate that word black people, but Moors, I want us to understand that we have lost so much, we have given up so much, we have sold each other out from slavery. We were selling each other out. So we're at the point now where we see that there's shit is not going like it's supposed to go. You know, we're the target of everything that happens. We're the target of every disease that happens. We're the target of every economy failing, everything. So what do we do about it? What do we do about that?
And just to chime in on what you were saying as far as this is not excluding any other nationality, ethnicity, color or creed. I'm definitely pro-black, but I'm not anti anything. You know what I'm saying? And my thing is this here. If people don't understand and see what the hell is going on,
right?
They're trying to make this about this versus black issue, but that ain't what's really going on. Not this in particular issue.
Right.
You know, the black man, the black woman, the black and brown people being last on everything, that's been
right
since the beginning of time. This country and this society was built off of that.
Right.
Everything is instituted to make sure that we come in last place. But my thing is, if it's Caucasians out there, Hispanics out there, Asians out there, Middle Easterners out there, don't see what the hell is going on. This is not just about one in particular race.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? This is not even necessarily about class, because people that think that they in a certain class, your ass is feeling it too.
Yes.
You are not exempt.
For real.
You know what I'm saying? This is about the mass majority versus a very, very, very minority of people who are in control. Mm-hmm. Yes, those people that's in control do happen to be of a certain ethnicity. Yes, they're older, rich white men. Mm-hmm. We ain't gonna play no games and hide nothing about it. You know what I'm saying?
For real.
But it's affecting everybody across the board.
That's right.
So this topic and these concepts apply to everybody that's feeling the pinch. How do we come up out of this shit and build? Because me personally, I don't got a problem building with a white person,
right,
who is feeling this shit, who tired of going through the bullshit that we've been going through, tired of being stepped on, kicked. I love to do it with my people. Our people got to play catch up. So that's why we put so much emphasis on how do we rebuild the black community, because we in last place.
Yeah.
A lot of that is by design, but a lot of that also is by our own
motherfucking faults.
Demise.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm saying that to say, just as a disclosure, man, if it's Mexicans out there, Middle Easterns, Asians, that's on some real shit and can come together and help each other build.
Right.
I'm for that.
Right.
That is not a closed door. I'm for that. But to all my brown, black, dark complected people out there, you know what the fuck is going on. Right. And we got a lot of catching up to do.
Yeah, because I definitely want to emphasize on the sisters. Not that.
So tonight we're going to talk about the problems, which is almost obvious. But more than anything, let's let tonight be solution based.
Right.
I want to hear some real solutions. Mm-hmm. We can always say, well, we can't do this until we do this.
Right.
We can't do that because of this. Or the coons this and that or that. The crab in the barrel. The trust that we don't trust each other. We know all that. Mm-hmm. How do we combat that? How do we come up with some fucking solutions, raw solutions, so that we can really start game playing?
Right.
Let's talk about it.
And the thing is that there's no excuse, because they're giving money. If you worked, however the government's giving you stimulus or however, don't go and just spend this stimulus up, man, because you don't know what your future gonna be in the next 6 months. You don't know what the government may do in the next 6 months.
If so, it'll even be a fucking dollar bill,
right? If it, yeah, right. On top of and some kind of way, we gotta stop and start thinking like, okay, we got this money coming through. Let's pay some of the bills I gotta pay that's necessary, and take this amount of money and put it toward, maybe I can connect with another sister, another brother that wants to go in on a business. Do you know we own no grocery stores? If we do, is what, 1 or 2 blacks that own a grocery store? That ain't owning no grocery store. We're talking about we own no grocery stores. We own no hair salons, not renting the building. We're talking about owning. We own not renting the building, owning a nail salon.
There's a couple out there. There's a handful.
I pray that it is a lot more coming, because we can count 1 or 2. But what about just like there's an Asian a nail shop on every fucking corner in the hood. There's a salon, what do you call it, a hair store on every corner in the hood, but it's not ran by us. It's not ran by us. And then we, after this, like I was telling someone else on Facebook, when this quarantine or curfew or punishment is over, guess what was going to happen to our females? Guess what's going to happen? Mostly from females. You're going to go back into the same fucking stores you was going in before this quarantine happened. Instead of saying, let me take 1,000 of this money, 500 of this money, find another sister that's trying to connect and get some shit started so we can own the shit, go and hire some motherfuckers to work it.
All right. Let's get to some comments.
Okay. You got comments over there too?
Mm-hmm.
Well, you can go ahead and read because I read earlier.
All right. So Lorenzo said, yes, you got to be in shape all around. Definitely. Mind, body, and soul. He said, you're right. Everyone is getting screwed now. That's true. Mm-hmm. Tony Reed popped in and said, that's what's up. Talk to us, fam. Indeed.
So I have Tina. She says, they owe us Wall Street. Huh. And Tulsa. We are broken and cutted race yet superior in nature. If we remove our feelings, what our slave masters put us in, we shall remember there's no you. There is no, what did she say? She said, there's no you, there's no me before they earn and replace us. We used to, what's that? Intuit?
We used to intuitively know ancestrally that if we didn't take care of each other, we were doomed.
Right. And so what do you think happened with that?
Okay, so how do we get back? I'm sorry. I might be an ass tonight because
okay.
I know I got enough wherewithal to know that talking about the problem, talking about what's wrong, is not gonna get it.
No.
And I'm not disrespecting anyone's comments. I'm not slighting what you're saying. I'm not talking down
solutions basically.
Anybody, because I know that. But you may want to vent.
Yeah, we want to hear what they got to say.
Yeah, we want to hear what they got to say, but at the same time, the topic says, how do we build?
Right.
Not what's wrong with us. If we don't know what's wrong with us by now, we will never get a chance to build. Everybody knows what's wrong with the black and brown community, especially the black community. It's a two-headed monster.
Mm-hmm.
One of it is systemic. It's systemic.
Mm-hmm.
The system is set up for us to fail. But as she said, we are some of the most superior, strongest, smartest people on the face of the earth. So with that being said, we know that this system is designed to fuck us. We know that the system is in place to screw us. We know that the system is in place to keep us behind. We know that it can be the same city on the same block. You can have a group of black men in a car. They get pulled over by the police. They get found with an ounce of cocaine in the car.
Or get planted on.
And the black man with a first offense is going to get charged, sentenced with a stiffer punishment than if it was the same exact scenario as a car full of young white men. We know this. That's the system. The second side of that is we have so many degraded mindsets. We're lazy too. We talk that shit, but we're lazy in general. Some of us aren't. But as a people coming together, moving forward and pushing and standing on something, we're lazy. We'll sit back and talk about the shit. We'll complain about the shit. We'll even fucking say, fuck it, let's join hands and sing songs and march about the shit. But what actions are we taking? I'm tired of fucking talking about this shit.
Okay, so
what are we going to do? What actions are we going to take?
So it's just like I always say on Facebook, where's the revolution? The revolution must be televised. You said then it must be televised because I come on my page all the time and I speak of us stepping up and saying something and speaking out. There's a lot of people that is afraid to speak out. There's a lot of
fuck you. We don't need you around. Fuck them type. I'm sorry. Tonight I'm on one. If you scary, if you don't want to speak up, don't complain. Don't complain in private.
Right.
But want to be rewarded and build in public. No. Because people like that, when shit hit the fan, because it's gonna hit the fan. What's up, sis? It's gonna hit the fan.
Yeah.
And when shit full-fledged hit the fan and we got a nut if you buck, them is gonna be the motherfuckers that's gonna fold you. Them is gonna be the ones that's gonna deplete, get scared, and go right back into their shell. So me personally, the people that I'm building with, mind, body, and soul strong. You gotta be strong-minded. You gotta be physically fit. You gotta be fucking spiritual because you're gonna be tested. They're going to try to break. When they see motherfuckers coming together and trying to build, they go throw everything and the kitchen sink at us.
Yeah.
And if your ass is feeble and scared and weak, I don't want you around. I'm not building with you. You go build with a whole bunch of scary motherfuckers and y'all can sit back and fucking build campfires and tell ghost stories together. But you won't be the fuck around me. Sorry.
So, okay, I have another comment from
I'm sorry, I'm on one tonight. I'm probably gonna be on one for all these fucking episodes until this shit ends because I'm so fucking sick and tired of seeing my fucking timeline, seeing my feed with all these. It starts sounding like nothing but a fucking bunch of complaints and groans and moans. But nobody, I've seen a few. I can't say nobody, but the mass majority of us is not coming with real raw solutions. And I done try to come with some real solid concrete fucking solutions, and motherfuckers don't do nothing but like, maybe share. What the fuck is that gonna do? Unless you're sharing it with the right person. Are you sharing it with city councilmen, government officials? Are you taking this information to your pastors? To the ones you so heartily trust? To the school board, the superintendents? People that can make a difference? Man, I'm telling you, man.
Well, I definitely agree. I take a different approach.
Y'all will be in FEMA camps, y'all. Keep up with that.
I take a different approach, because everybody have their way of dealing with things. I think that a lot of our problems comes from
we want to be caught.
We don't want to listen. Yeah, we don't want to listen, and we'd rather believe our oppressors first before we believe somebody look like me or you, or him. You know what I'm saying? So that stops us from moving forward with a lot of things because then it comes to the trust issues and can I trust them to do this or can I do, but you trust the man every month.
You trust CNN. You trust Kumo, Hannity, fucking
you know. So the way I look,
Rachel Maddow and them motherfuckers.
I'm at the point where I am ready to go head over heels for my people, and I mean that. I'm ready to go into business with my people. I'm ready to rebuild Black Wall Street because I'm tired of seeing videos of the people mistreating us. You know, and then when I go off on Facebook, motherfuckers think I'm crazy. You know what I'm saying? And all I be trying to say is wake the fuck up. We are a very smart culture. We have a lot of resources. If we connect, can you imagine if we connected with each other all over the fucking world? What the fuck can we possibly have? Take back what the fuck was ours. I'm not saying go and just do some crazy shit. I'm saying come back to us. We got to come back together. And it's going to start with us. Some type of way.
Indeed.
You know,
so if y'all out there that have solutions, anybody got some concrete, let's go. Let's get it.
So Queen Bryn says, I had a business deal go bad, Queen, bad years ago, trusting people to help me start a business, especially when that person were friends. So I still feel some type of way because of that. I do not want to open a cheesecake. I do want to open a cheesecake shop, but until then, I bake and sell from home. And you're so good at it. I'm always drooling over your cakes and all your goodies. She said, you boo. I don't smoke, but I will have a drink. That's right. Tina said, that's why I'm only here for my ancestors, chosen children. I ain't here trying to save our ancestors, minions. Our ancestors are pulling their chosen children. Goddess, we ain't got to overthink none of this. Real Nina, real ninjas know what time it is. That's true. I agree. Bryn said that's because that rich white man read the backs of the black man and woman, and the challenge isn't what we can't do, it's what we not pushing self to do. That's right. Alicia Sullivan's in the house. She said, I just turned 54 and I have an artificial spine. 1/8 of my spine stopped eating our slave master's diet. For one, got our minds full of maggots and parasites. First, God is we unreachable when our diets are, girl, you talking my husband's language for real. First, guys, we're unreachable when our diets are fucked up. That's why I posted my diet and food. First, Queen, what she say? They gut fucked up. Mm-hmm. The gut fucked up. I agree. My husband would definitely agree with you on that. You got some comments over there you want to read? And then I'll come back later.
Yep. So, Tony Reed, what's up, OG?
Hey, everybody.
Tony Reed came in and he said, the first thing we need to do is start supporting our Black-owned businesses.
Man, I'm telling you.
So we can show our buying power. There you go.
Oh, and let me tell you guys this. And you can go and research it. We have a Black-owned bank that you can bank with. I don't know if you guys knew that, but I'll put the link in the whatchamacallit.
Yes, we do. Shout out to Lou's Tamales.
Lou Tillman is the one that posted it.
Giving us
I went and researched it, and there is a Black-owned bank
with several locations.
And it's not part of the central banking.
They got one in Atlanta, one in Tennessee.
One in Tennessee, one in Atlanta. Yep, and I think one on the west. Yeah, one out here in Sacramento.
It's inside of a store, Whole Foods.
Yeah.
Inside of Whole Foods.
Yeah. Do you remember the name of it? I'll go back and pull it up. I researched it like maybe 2 weeks ago.
Is it One National Bank? Something like that. I don't want to miss.
We'll go back and we'll post the information too. You know, because you know everything's gonna be banking in a minute. You're not gonna be able to have money. That's why they're giving it away right now. Because money's gonna have no value in a minute. They don't have none now, but it's really not gonna have none when central banking take over and it's all cryptocurrency. So you really need to learn about cryptocurrency. That's for sure.
Shout out to everybody on YouTube. What's up, Mary? Who else we got on YouTube?
Yeah.
Hit us with an on print. Let us know you out there.
So,
Okay, that's an excellent solution. Now we starting to get into solution based.
Yeah.
Because that's where we got to get. We got to get solution based.
Yeah, right.
Like Tony Reed said, first thing we need to do is start supporting our Black-owned businesses so we can show buying power. I totally agree. So with that being said, can we task each other? Can we task each other to this? Because either we're working still because we essential, we done got laid off or furloughed, so we're receiving unemployment, and or we've received some type of stipend or tax return. So even though times is bad and hard, for the most part, overall funds are generated.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So can we task ourselves with this? How many of you, and if you're Black, this applies to Black. If you're brown, this applies to brown. Whatever it be. I task us to, everybody knows someone who owns a business of their own ethnicity. So I task and challenge everyone to, when you get your money, after you've done what you need to do as far as your priorities to make sure that you have every necessity that you need for you and your family, pay your rent, bills, all that. Once that's done, now you got discretionary income.
Right.
I task and I challenge everybody to spend some money. I'm not going to put a certain dollar amount. That's on you. But I task you to spend some money with your own people out of your discretionary income before you go and spend it with any other ethnicity, any other nationality. And I'm not saying to do this once, a one-time thing. Right. I'm asking, saying, and tasking us to do this residually, to make this the new trend, to make this the new way. Once we pay our bills, because we know that's not going to nobody that looks like us.
Right.
Just to live.
Yeah.
So once we done spent the majority of our money, our income just to live, I task y'all to take your discretionary income and spend it with somebody within your ethnicity first before you go and spend it with somebody else. And when you go and spend it with them, I ask you to task them to do the same thing.
Right.
So that we can create a snowball effect.
Right.
Can we tap in and say we on board with that? If everybody is on board with that, can y'all hit us with an on perk? We need to start seeing what this look like.
Why
and
start is my live going in and out? You see that?
We need to start seeing what this look like. Does that sound like something that we can do, people? Does that sound like something we can do, YouTube? To my folks over here that's viewing, does that sound like something we can do? Can we really commit to that? After we pay our bills, we spend and break bread with our own first. Hit us with an on perk if you're feeling that. If that's something you can do. If that's something you can do, please hit us with an on perk. ONPURNT. Hashtag on perk.
Let me cut my Wi-Fi on you guys. I don't know what's going on.
They tripping with you.
Well, it's going in and out, so I don't know what they're trying to do. They always fucking with my page. They block my posts and all kind of shit, but I don't give a fuck. Trying to reconnect. Are you serious? You see that? Did you see that?
I didn't.
Did you guys see? Y'all just seen that, right?
I know what's going on.
Okay, because my live is going in and out, in and out, in and out. And it doesn't do that unless they fucking with my camera and fucking with my phone. They don't want us to connect with you guys. This is the type of shit that Facebook does. Okay? And research who owns it so you'll know why they do it. So, anywho, so I suggest from the females, from everybody, but I want to connect with females because I think we have the biggest problem with each other. I don't know what it is, what it's gonna take for us to believe that we can be friends and that you can have good people in your corner and you can have good people supporting you and you can have real good friends like it used to be, that you don't have to always be paranoid or scared about who is she really my friend. You know, I think you can establish a good relationship with black females as well as any other nationality. But mainly with black females, our problem is envy and jealousy. And for what reason, I don't know. No matter what we do, I can have one arm, one leg, and a bitch will still be jealous. I can be at my house broke, doing shit with my life, and a bitch will still be jealous. I can be on top of the world with the business, riding a nice car and everything, and I won't even get a congratulations. So this is my thing. We gotta come and connect some type of way where we are running businesses. And the main thing we as black females spend our money on is hair, nails, clothes, hair, nails, and clothes, feet, looking beautiful. But we won't spend with each other.
Sisters, man, it'll behoove you to start.
It's sad.
Having these young sisters going to school, becoming
nail
technicians,
feet techs, whatever they call them. What they call them?
What is it?
Nail techs?
Esthetician. It's esthetician techs. It'll behoove y'all to start getting into that game. I mean, it's just like, you know what I mean, if you smoke weed, you know what I'm saying, and if you like really smoke weed and you spend a decent amount of money on marijuana, it'll behoove you to try to invest in some kind of shape, form, or fashion.
Right.
You may not own a dispensary, you may not have a delivery service, but it sure would behoove you to have some motherfucking stock in some kind of pharmaceutical company that deal in cannabis.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? To the sisters, like she said, we spend over
thousands of
3.5. No, you better put a B on that thing.
Billions.
$3.5 billion is spent in beauty salons, retail, nail salons, barbershops.
You hear that?
Our community spends $3.5 billion, and that is the most powerful spending group on the face of this earth. Us.
Wow.
Our broke asses.
Wow.
Our downtrodden asses. Our I don't got it asses. It's spending $3.5 billion
making other people rich. Making other people rich.
To look a certain way.
Right.
And ain't nothing wrong with keeping yourself up, maintenance.
Right. Right.
But guess what? Do you know how that's gonna look and feel if you was paying to look good and you was turning around and you was putting that money in your community?
Right.
You know how
building your community.
Because the thing about it, man, I'm keeping it real. I mean, I got so much flat and so much backlash just for me. This was before all of the shit that we see going on in China when it comes to the Africans being mistreated, neglected, and abused. Before that even popped off, I put a post on Facebook and I said, ladies,
listen to this.
Ladies, I was specifically talking to the ladies.
Right.
I didn't say black ladies, sisters. I said, ladies, have you ever wondered why when you go to the nail shop, the technician is wearing a mask, but they don't offer you one?
Or in gloves. They were in masks and gloves.
I got so much backlash, so much hate comments, so much.
You trying to connect.
Everything. I got so much everything from off of that. I was called racist. They came up with so many excuses because they sit there for 6 hours a day, 7-8 hours a day, and you only there for an hour and a half. Well, the only reason why they there for fucking 8 hours a day is because Shanae, Twan, Takesha, and her mama and them keep coming through the door.
Right. Right.
It's us filling the seats up. So if we the ones filling up the seats, if we the ones that's keeping them active and able to be up in here for 8 hours a day,
right,
why you don't deserve a mask too?
Right.
If you the one filling the seats up, how you don't deserve to be protected from the chemicals just like they do?
Right. That's true.
It's because they don't value you that much.
Yeah, something we got to think about.
They don't place that much value on you because they see us not placing that much value on ourselves.
Yeah, and so by the end of the show, I want to be able to connect to some females. Hit me in my inbox. If you're interested in trying to start a business, I'm looking for somebody trying to start a nail business, a hair store, a laundromat, some shit. You feel me?
Y'all better start learning how to
Connect
cook y'all
with
own
me. Connect with me. You
rolls.
got the money. I got the
better
money.
start cooking y'all own
Let's
egg rolls.
do something. Let's get some shit started.
fried
We'll get
rice.
an attorney to go over the contracts, all that shit. But we gotta connect. Gotta connect.
You know, sisters that's doing
If
hair.
not, I'll do it myself.
Y'all sisters that's out there doing hair, y'all need to link up. You know what I'm saying? Link up. And here's the thing about it is everybody don't gotta start from the bottom up.
Right.
It might be somebody out there that's already trying to do their thing.
Right.
They may have the education.
Right.
And know the plan.
Yes.
But they don't got the capital.
Yes. That's what I'm talking about.
You get with them and put the money behind
That's what I'm talking about. Invest
in them. They know the way. They got the game plan.
We got to get a black-owned grocery store, y'all. And I'm not talking about no mom and pop grocery store. We need something like Safeway, Rayleigh's.
Well, shit, even a mom and
pop.
Mom and pop. Like I said, you don't gotta reinvent the wheel. I'm okay with 5 or 6 mom and pops popping.
Right. I'm just saying more, not just one.
Right.
We need more. We know about
somewhere.
Somebody got one in St. Louis. Somebody got one over here. Somebody got one. We need them popping up. We don't even own a pharmaceutical company.
Man, look.
Why? When the first man that did in medicine was who?
Come on, man.
Come on, why we don't own a pharmaceutical company?
Tony Reed says, you know we on board out here, and you know I got to get that white sweatsuit from you. Indeed, big dog, I got you, man. It's all
you know
good.
what I'm saying? It's just like,
I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you for
not to get off the subject, but I just got to say this because he just made a valid point. Even he didn't probably even trip, but he said something about your white suit, no guts, no glory suit. The
Melanation.
The Melanation. We got a clothing line called Melanation. Melanation.
That's one of our designs.
That's one of the top design we have. Everybody should be dying to get a shirt. Trying to get a shirt. We don't charge that much because you should be proud to walk around and know that your skin complexion.
But my thing is, man,
it's beautiful.
Even if it's not with me that you're doing it with,
yeah,
do it
somebody
with
else.
Somebody. You may not like my design.
Right.
You're not entitled to just because it say one specific thing.
Right.
But somebody out there, man, if you can go and buy Nike, you can go buy Michael Kors, you can go buy Gucci, Louis, all this other shit that you don't even know who the designers and the owners are. And then a lot of times we go and get the knockoff version of it just so we can be accepted and look like we got a certain status quo to motherfuckers who can give 2 shits about us.
Don't give a goddamn, because we ain't on TV rocking that shit to myself. Hey, look, I got a Michael Kors fit. Exactly. They ain't paying you for that shit. They already got their models for that.
If you can do that, if you can break bread with Adidas, Nike, and all them, man, you need to be tapping in with your local person who got t-shirts, hoodies
that you like. I mean, I'm pretty sure
tennis shoes.
Yeah. But I'm pretty sure we don't like everybody's design.
Yeah, of course.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody ain't gonna like our design.
But it's something you gonna like out there.
But it's something I know you gonna like out there among us. Whether it's they live in Tennessee, whether they live in New York, whether they live in Africa, whether they live in the Dominican Republic, if it's something you like and that's your people, because we come in all melanations. Reach out and get something from somebody.
Okay. You got any other comments? I'm gonna give a couple.
Yeah, I do. I actually do. My girl, Queen Tina said we got our head stuck up our colonized asses. We need that right mouthpiece that ain't scared. It ain't science. We cannot fail if we stop believing our ancestors' deceptive intelligence.
I agree with that.
Tina say, fuck it. If I'm ready, you know where my page is at. I'm about that life. You already know through your ancestors. It's either us, our children, or nothing. For real. Oh, Alita says, my bro is like I was earlier today. I know some agents may get pissed off at me, but yes, I have the end of it. She said, hold on. She said, I know some agents may get pissed off at me, but yes, I called the NAACP today. I have a breaking point. Rarely happens, but today it happened. Whoa.
Take a stand.
Whoa,
Stand
that's
for
what I'm
something that's
saying. We
wrong for
got it
everything.
some kind of way. David says, this is the one that said he would miss our podcast for nothing. He said, we have Hope back in Mississippi, which is black owned. Really?
Hope Bank.
Hope Bank,
That's
which is
up.
black owned. Right on.
Did y'all hear that,
Exactly.
everybody?
There's
in Mississippi, there's a Hope Bank
in Mississippi.
Hope Bank, HOPE Bank in Mississippi.
Now, see, we need a Hope Bank out here.
Yes.
We need a Hope Bank in the next state, in the next state, in the
so
next state.
David, if you don't mind, my brother, if you could
post the link.
If you could A, post the link of the bank, and then B, if you could go inside of that bank and get some information about the owner,
right,
or the CEO, the president of the bank, and ask them how was it that they got started.
Right, and
ask them what tips they may have if you and a collective group of people wanted to come together to duplicate what they were doing, or even start another franchise in another city in Mississippi or another part of Mississippi, so that we can trace that template. That's what I'm saying. We don't got to reinvent the wheel. If it's something already out there that's working, let's trace it.
If it's work, right. And what's the movie we watched on TV called The Bankers? If you guys haven't seen the movie The Bankers, go and watch it. If you got a Fire Stick, it plays.
Good clip.
Go watch The Bankers. I'm telling you, I was so fucking. I watched that shit and I was like, woo, woo. My husband's an accountant, very smart with numbers. You feel me?
So, I don't have any other comments over here yet.
So Kermit Roden said, what about starting a group in each city that will shop at all black businesses to help start UPS get off the ground? To help us, help us get off the ground.
I agree.
That's
what I just totally said earlier before you came in.
That's very.
We
asked
everybody that's watching. We're tasking each other to do just that. After you spent money on your bills for survival, we're tasking you to take your discretionary income and to spend it with people of your ethnicity.
Right.
And to not just do it on a one time, but every time you got some money in your hand.
Right.
After your bills, we don't want nobody lights getting cut off, being kicked out. But after you've done everything and you broke and exalted yourself with paying them bills, all the discretionary income you got left after that, you need to be spending it with your own.
Okay. So Queen Brand say, don't forget they're giving 16-year-old money, and no 16-year-old values are thinking about spending at a black-owned business. That's true.
They have to see in order for that 16-year-old to start to want to do that, they have to see 18-year-olds and 21-year-olds around them doing that.
Yeah, right. True. And see, just like someone just hit me, Kermit just said, there are 35 black-owned banks and credit unions.
I believe that.
In America.
But that's nothing.
It's nothing compared to, but it's
in each state.
Right. That's not one in each state, but it's beautiful to know that. I didn't even know that. Yeah. So thank you for that information, because I didn't know that. I thought I did a little research, but I didn't go really into a lot of it. But thank you. And I will research some of them, because I'm trying to take my money out of central banking and put it into a black-owned bank. And I do not want them to be a part of central banking.
So thank you for that information, Kermit. So as the brother said on Facebook, on Pandoria's page, there's 35 different credit unions and banks that are black-owned in the United States. Yeah. So I suggest everybody Google black-owned credit unions and banks in the United States.
Right.
Find one that is as close to you as possible.
Right.
Don't just all of a sudden go and just take all your money in. Deposit it in that bank.
We're not suggesting.
Do the work.
Yeah.
Find out where it's at. Go inside the bank.
Yeah.
Set an appointment up so you can talk to a banker
and tell them you like to meet the head
and
CEO,
ask questions, get pamphlets. Go in with questions ahead of time that you think are important, that you want answered.
Yeah.
And like I said, if it's a possibility, if there's any way that you can speak to the owner, the CEO, or the president, or the district manager of that bank, you want to have a sit down with them as well, so that they can address your questions and tell you the vision of the bank, and even possibly talk to you about how you could possibly, as a collective, do the same thing. That's a solution. Thank you, Kermit, for that. We really appreciate
that, for real. And also, I'm not like trying to really wake y'all up to really believe that I am really trying to get something started, whether it's Sacramento, wherever I'm at. I want to get something started with some sisters, because I think we are more powerful even together than one. If we come together, we're powerful. We're more powerful.
Indeed.
If we come together, and we can sit down with an attorney, a business attorney, however we got to do it, to get everything in line, where everyone can have a part of whatever franchise we start. We have to get to that point. We got to stop being selfish toward each other. We got to stop thinking that every black man gonna do me wrong. Every black woman, ain't no good women out there, because it didn't used to be like that. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I think that whatever we decide individually or as a collective to do moving forward, two things are going to have to be in place. And then later on, you can build on the other things. But the two cornerstones, in my opinion, is going to be responsibility and accountability.
Responsibility and accountability.
And a lot of people, you know, not to sound like that, but a lot of people really don't even know the difference between the two, or what one versus the other is. Okay, so responsibility is your ability to respond to something, of course, but we're going to take it a step further than that. Responsibility, in layman's term, is when something is on you, it's up to you to get done. It's up to you to get this task completed. It's up to you to get this assignment done. It's up to you to make the ship go forward.
Wherever you're at.
Whatever you at, whatever field you in, whatever industry you in, whatever it is, whatever the task is, responsibility is your ability to get it done.
Right.
Your motivation, your inspiration, your drive to get it done.
Because like you said, we can be some what?
Lazy motherfuckers,
for real.
How do you respond to a task? Getting it done by all means necessary is responsibility. We're going to have to come to the table with an immense level of responsibility that we ain't used to seeing.
Right.
We got to take shit on the chin. Right. We have to be responsible for our actions and for each other. We got to complete these tasks. We got a game plan, come up with it, write it down, and then take action. And don't stop until the task is complete, so we can go on to the next task.
And you don't have to, and the best thing about all of that is you don't have to be in the same city anymore.
No.
You can be at your house, and we can do meetings where we come together on meetings and discuss issues.
Yes.
We can find an attorney to tell us, okay, but they can also be in the meeting. They have conference calls. We have so many ways to meet.
FaceTime, Zoom.
You know what I'm saying? So if someone was to hit me and say, hey, I really want to be in on this with you, I'm my heart and my mind and everything. Oh, but I'm not stupid. I ain't fucking with nobody that's, like he said, not gonna take responsibility, not gonna be accountable, not gonna work hard to get what we trying to get. If you're in another state, everybody need to be on board. We gotta be on board, because that's the only way we all win. You know what I'm saying? It's just like when you go to court and the jury got to say something. One person can say no, and the jury can turn around and say they're quitting. We got to all be on the same board. You know what I'm saying? So that's more important to me than anything. I don't mind. I don't give a fuck. We can invest in however, talk about whatever. but it got to get done, and it can't be no next year.
And
it got to be soon.
And another thing, just because it's a black person and they have an ideal, don't just jump on board.
Right.
That's when I say it's a difference from being educated and going to school. Make educated, smart investments.
Right.
That make sense.
Right.
Make educated investments.
Right.
If somebody come with a game plan and that shit, it's like, man, this is the next big thing it's gonna hit. All they missing is some revenue. All they missing is some startup capital.
Right.
All they missing is some other people, some bodies to help them.
Right.
Then that's a smart, sound investment.
Yeah.
Don't just go jumping all over your partner, blah blah blah. When he finna come up with a whatever, and that shit don't make no sense. There's no real need for it. It is not gonna change the world. There's no true benefit. Nah, just because they black, don't go. You're wasting your time, their money, your money, and everything else. That could be with somebody else.
That's right.
Make sound investments.
Right.
And when they come to you with an ideal or you have an ideal, make sure that you do the time, take the time to research and get educated behind it.
And if you don't understand,
you know what y'all doing.
And if you don't understand, hit that person and say, hey, can you explain to me exactly how and what you were taught, how you were going to do it? Because if it sounds interesting to you, you're going to be able to call it, hit that person. Call me anytime. You can call me on Facebook. You can call my husband. And it's no big deal. Let's get this shit moving.
And I was always taught,
we got to get it moving.
If you don't know something, you better surround yourself with people.
Man, I don't want to be around nobody that ain't ready to start something and get something started for us. You better
get around some people who do.
Mm-hmm.
So I hit you with responsibility. As I said, the ability to respond. That's when something is on your shoulders and you do what you got to do to get it done.
Mm-hmm.
That's responsibility, being responsible. The other one is accountability. For me, within our community, I think accountability is even just as big as responsibility, because we done been so used to having the world on our shoulders and having to do what we got to do. You know what I'm saying? Just get it done. I'm going to do what I got to do. We got that mentality.
Yeah.
But where we fall and what we lack is accountability. You feel me? Accountability. The ability to be counted upon.
I agree.
When that means, hey, you was responsible for putting the business plan together. You was responsible for going to the bank and getting a loan.
Yeah.
I was responsible for coming up with the marketing plan.
Right.
And I came up with the marketing plan. You went to the bank and got us the loan, but you didn't do your part. So then those who were responsible, we have to hold you accountable. And we can't be afraid, first and foremost, to hold each other accountable when we're not responsible. When we fail to be responsible, we cannot be afraid to hold each other accountable.
That's right.
And on the flip side of that, when you have not been responsible, you cannot be ready to fight, go to war, put your guard up, push back from, stop fucking with a person who's trying to hold you accountable.
That's right. And that's the
biggest thing.
Yeah.
As soon as a person comes in, hey man, you supposed to do the doodle. You didn't do it, man. Now we fucked up. We behind deadline. Yeah. Man, you fucked us over.
Yeah.
You can't turn around and be like, oh and man, I ain't fucking with him, man. That nigga be
all
doing
that
too much.
Backstabbing and shit.
He hate, man. Right. He always think his shit don't stink. Every time I'm doing something wrong, he got something to say. Blah 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 blah. Oh man, I ain't nobody kid. Man, who you think you talking to?
That's right.
We got to come up out of that, or we will not build.
It ain't gonna be able to.
We will not be able to build.
I got some comments over here. I got some comments. Hold on, you guys.
Accountability, responsibility.
I love this, you guys. Thank you guys for coming in. Oh wow. Hold on. Okay, so we got Clarence Raffler joining the room. LaRon Williams, William Ward. William Ward said, "Why not include men?" I'll include anybody. If I got a man that want to own a nail shop with me, or with us, or a beauty salon or well, I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm trying to, but
Why did you specify sisters?
What I wanted the sisters because we are the last ones to connect. We so envy of each other if we see the next.
I see a lot of that
with men, with females, women. Right? I'm a female. I love females. I think females are beautiful.
I build with brothers, and then I holler at a female, and I'll be like, "Well, you should get with another female," and blah blah blah. And 9 times out of 10, I hear, "I don't fuck with bitches."
Yeah, and see, that's what I'm saying. It's like
I'd rather deal with a male. I'd rather do business with men. I don't fuck with bitches.
Look, females. Look, females. I'm wholehearted. My heart is pounding for us because we are beautiful. And no matter what, we come light, brown, dark, whatever, we're all beautiful. So until we realize our men, our kings need us. They need us, and they need us to be on board because they ain't sitting back with that. You got a couple. I'm not gonna say men don't get jealous and shit, but they don't do the shit we do. We scandalous when we get scandalous.
It's not a natural trait.
Yeah, and it's wrong because I'm not gonna sit and not fuck with you because you don't fuck with that person and this and that. Oh, girl, I'm not until you do me wrong. I stop fucking with you. Until you do me wrong, then I stop fucking with you. It's not about who said and she said. I want to come together with business-minded females. Business-minded females, and I know a bunch of them on my page. I know a bunch of them that's working. I know a bunch of them that's probably got stimulus. You got any kind of stimulus, you don't know what the fuck to do with it, hit me up. Let's get this shit started. I want to own some shit. I don't want to rent. I want to own some shit. If we got to start off renting, so be it. But we need to get it done because I'm tired of giving my money and making other people rich. You understand what I'm saying?
And that's a good segue to if you have this money and you're coming across extra money and you would like to invest, but you just don't know exactly what to invest in, how to invest, how to get it started. I highly suggest, first and foremost, like I said, we got to educate ourselves. And I highly recommend this book right here. There's several of them. I'm going to show it to everybody. Okay. So to my people on YouTube, I highly recommend this book. It's called How to Hustle and Win, a survival guide for the ghetto. It's from Rick Ross and all kind of other great entrepreneurs. It's by Supreme Understanding, and you can get it through Supreme Distribution. Go and Google Supreme Distribution. The name of the book is How to Hustle and Win. It's a volume 1 and a volume 2. And once you go on there, you'll see all kinds of different books that you can use that are self-help guides to help you win. Over here on Facebook, if you don't know what to invest in or how to get a business started or what business you should get started, I highly suggest again this book, How to Hustle and Win by Supreme Understanding. The author is Supreme Understanding with Supreme Designs. Google it or go to the website hustleandwin.com or supremepublishing.com. I'm telling you, for $40, this is the first investment that you will want to make. If you don't got any kind of game plan already, you need volume 1 and 2, How to Hustle and Win, a survival guide
Show them over here.
for the ghetto. Once again, over here, you want to invest in this book, How to Hustle and Win, a survival guide to the ghetto. How to get businesses started. What businesses you should start. How much money it takes. Is it lucrative? Is it legal? Is it illegal? How much competition is out there? And then it's just so many examples. And once again, the author is Supreme Understanding. And you can go to supremepublishing.com or howtohustleandwin.com to find his catalogs.
Man,
all the books that's out there. You can also follow the brother on Instagram at Supreme Understanding. He is giving so much game. And this book has been forwarded by Dick Gregory and Freeway Rick Ross. So
that's to say something.
That should let you know if Rick Ross,
Dick Gregory
said this is it.
Yeah.
This is the ticket. Then it's information here that you can't miss. And I'm gonna tell you like this: it's so much information in there, and the information is so good, it's so heavy that these books are banned in all prisons across the United States.
Y'all hear this?
It's a self-help book for those that come from, live in, or know anything about the ghetto. But it's so much game that they banned them in all prisons across the United States. Real quick, I'm just going to go in and read a little excerpt about blaming shit. We were just talking about how we blame each other and we like to place blame. It's an excerpt in here, page 35, called "At the End of the Day, It's All on You." At the end of the day, it's all on you. Check this out real quick. This is called the blame game. It's two homeboys named Mill, one named Red. Mill said, "Hey, what's up, man? Did you handle that business that I talked to you about?" Red said, "No, I ain't did it yet." Mill said, "Why? Why not?" "Man, my girl been tripping. She locked me out the house. I've been going through all kind of shit. She been acting crazy." Mill said, "So what the fuck do that got to do with handling the business we supposed to?" Red said, "Man, did you listen to me? I ain't been able to even sleep right. I've been sleeping in my car." Mill said, "And so how that's keeping you from handling the business that we got to take care of?" Now, mind you, they two hustlers. Mill and Red are street hustlers. And when they talking about taking care of business, you can use your imagination. Red said, "Look, man, I told you what's going on." Mill said, "So your girl had you locked out for 2 weeks, right?" Mill said, "Yeah." He said, "Okay, so it's been 3 weeks since you handled the business. Why you ain't handled the business in the last week?" Red said, "Man, I ain't about to be answering all these motherfucking questions and you coming at me like I'm a kid. Didn't I just say that? We got that problem when we try to hold each other accountable. When you know you ain't being responsible and somebody trying to hold you accountable, we draw up into the shell. Man, fuck that. I ain't finna go through that with you, man. I ain't no kid. Man, you ain't finna be talking to me like that." Mill said, "Wait, here's the shit I don't understand. You failed to handle your business. You failed to be responsible. And you not being responsible affects me too and my family. So you are being held responsible right now. And the shit I don't understand is how that's supposed to work. Let me know. You don't want to be responsible, but you want me to shut up and you stopping me and my family from being able to eat too?" Red said, "Man, I'm sorry. I'm just under hella stress right now. Also, my grandma being hella sick lately." Mill said, "Man, I'm sorry. I know Big Mama. I'm sorry to hear that she's going through it. But once again, what the fuck do that got to do with you handling our business?" Red said, "Wait, man, I thought I told you I couldn't handle the business and what's going on." Mill says, "So at what point did you realize that you couldn't handle the business?" Mill said, what? Who said I can't handle it? I can handle it. What you mean I can't handle it? He said, "Well, obviously you can't because you ain't did it in 3 weeks. Red said, "Hold on. I don't know what you're trying to say, but man, I don't know." Mill said, "What? Is it that you just too stupid to realize that you couldn't handle the business? Or is it that you just didn't give a fuck about me enough to tell me that you wasn't able to?" Red said, "No, it ain't none of that. This is part of the problem. How you expect me to handle business when you talking to me like I'm a motherfucking kid?" Mill said, "Oh yeah? How did what I'm saying right now keep you from handling our business the last 3 weeks?" Red said, "Man, you know you wrong, blood. You know you wrong. And I just told you about my grandma. She damn near on her deathbed." Mill said, "Are you being serious right now?" Red said, "Man, if my grandma was okay and my girl wasn't tripping, I would have been able to take care of the business." Mill said, "Well, hold on, bruh. What about all the other motherfucking times when you didn't come through? What about all the other times when you wasn't responsible? What about just last month when I gave you 10,000 and you were supposed to pay it back and you still ain't paid it back yet? What about them times? Red said, man, there was other shit going on too then. Man, this shit out here is real. I don't know what it is, but maybe I'm cursed or something. Bad shit just always keep happening to me. Mill said, I see. Well, then who am I to expect anything different from you now? Red said, what? Huh? Mill simply replied by pulling out his pistol. Bam! 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 And blowing Red's head off. The blame game. The blame game. Now, maybe that's going to the extreme. Blowing your close partner head off because he failed to be responsible. And when you tried to hold him accountable, he blamed you and everybody else. Maybe that's going to the extreme. Like, but you got to think back to what type of business they in.
Right.
They are hustlers.
Right.
They work in the streets where it's certain codes. Where if you not responsible or held accountable, it not only can cause you to not be able to eat, causing you to have to take food from off your family plate, but it can be your livelihood. You got to think about if he didn't take that action and he continued to let Red not be responsible. This is why I said I'm not fucking with no scary people, no people that don't want to put the work in, no people that ain't trying to be responsible. I'm not fucking with you, period. Because guess what? If he didn't do what he did to Red, and he continued to allow him to keep on not being responsible, what if he would have just said, you know what? All right, I'm not going to fuck with you no more, man. I'm going to cut you off. Mm-hmm. And he went out there and he did what he needed to do, and he was eating in the streets. If you cut a man off and you still eating, and it's a person who always make up excuses, what type of mentality do you think that Red going to take next time he see him in the hood and Mill out there getting it, eating, shining? And he done cut Red off. Right. He done cut you off. And this nigga still eating and shining. Did you think he gonna be jealous? He the type that make excuses. You don't think this nigga gonna get jealous? Go feel some type of way when he see you eating? Mm-hmm. If he don't get jealous, he gonna fucking feel that you might be a threat. Yep. Especially with the way that people is nowadays. Red might be the one to line you up. How you gonna feel next time you want to kick it with Red? Man, Red, come over here with me. And he said, man, come over here. Let's go over here. Let's smoke this blunt. You got to keep your eye on this nigga now because you know you done cut him off. You know he ain't eating like he used to. And you know you winning.
Right.
Also, you might have to worry about Red snitching on you because he's not eating like you no more.
Right.
So Red now has become a liability instead of a partner. So you got to watch out for that when you thinking about investing with somebody. When you're thinking about doing business with somebody, do smart investments. Right. Make sure that they're going to be a partner and not a liability. I had to drop that on y'all, man, because the blame game can get you killed or stop you from eating.
Okay. So Queen Brand says, real estate too. I would love to buy a home with that company. Let's just say folks need to have discernment when making business moves.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
Absolutely, Queen.
William Ward said connection has to come from all our people. That's true. Yep. Tom Reed is watching. Calista say, I understand what you're saying. Women are the last. Yes, we are. We're into time for a replacement.
Mm.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Yeah. So that's my whole thing is that's why I wanted to basically do this podcast tonight because I'm always posting stuff about we coming together as a people and doing things. I don't mind if it's a male or female. You know, I want us to come together where we can get around and say, hey, I seen this shop over here in my area that's only $25. You know what I'm saying? Let's get together and try and come up with getting to. Can you imagine if 10 people come up with $1,000? 10 people come up with $1,000. Put up 10,000. Put up $1,000. You know what that equal. You know what I'm saying? And then we come up with a name. You know what I'm saying? Then we come up with the other shit and the other shit and the other shit that follows. Each person has a role to play in this business. Everybody's important in this business. Nobody's less than the next one. I don't give a fuck if I don't want nobody saying, well, I got 25 on it. No, everybody gonna put up the same amount.
And
so we all be equal. Ain't nobody better than the next person.
If you have an issue coming up with a business, coming up with an ideal or a plan, turn it back this way, son.
I'm sorry.
Or a plan. If you have a problem coming up with a plan, coming up with an ideal, like we said, take your money and start spending it with businesses that are already up and running.
Right.
So that those businesses can flourish. So that they can go from one location to several locations.
Right.
So that they can start employing people of their nationality and ethnicity.
Right.
And we need to hold those businesses accountable.
Right.
We start spending our money with them.
Don't be overpricing people.
We start
and
getting
shit.
them where they need to be. Not only do we need to hold them accountable on the pricing and the service that they provide, but okay, now we got you boosted and we spending our money with you. You need to be reinvesting into the same community that's spending with you.
Yes. Right.
So don't be scared to hold each other accountable, man.
Right.
I can never harp enough on that. Do not be scared to hold each other accountable.
And and that also includes going to support your local artists, your local comedians, your local hairdressers, your local food vendors, your local. There's quite a few people out in Sacramento alone that we gotta go and support.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? We got our boy Muhammad Meats. He's still in the African marketplace out of Florida. He's been selling food since the coronavirus, trying to feed his people. You know what I'm saying?
Come down to the African marketplace.
We got my girl. I mean, I can go down the line because I mess with a lot of entrepreneurs. But we're trying to make these people business people, where you do business with them.
Check this out. So with that being said, can anybody who has a business, know someone who has a business,
post your business on my page?
Please go on our pages. We need to have it all on one.
Right under this, right under here.
Okay.
They can post it right. Post the business right on here.
Okay. So anybody that knows a business, has a business, or resources, make sure that you post those links in the comments in our live. On this live that we have right now, or on YouTube, the live that you see, the live that you're watching right now, post links of people who have businesses so that we can know who they are and what cities they're in, so that we can start recycling and getting this dollar spent with those people so that we can truly show our buying power.
Right.
Please, we ask y'all to provide
and links. Try not to spend with big corporate America. That's the problem. The corporate gets richer and the poor gets poorer.
Yeah.
We're already suffering now. Don't wait till the quarantine over and go back to your normal lives like you was buying Jordans and buying hot. I'm totally, my mindset is totally changed on everything. Totally.
Yes, sir.
It's all about black owned. I found if I want a new wig or weave, I go online and I go to Vivica Fox. She has her own line. Portia, she has her own line. There's a lot of other ones on Instagram. They have their own hair they sell that you can go and buy. You know what I'm saying? That's black owned. The entrepreneurs are trying to get their shit out there. You know, you can go and research them. Just research them.
And on Facebook, we have an On Point Media group page.
Yeah.
Where you can drop links, videos, information. Let's let that be our hub. So when we come back here and we go live, we can be tuned in and tapped in on the same page.
Right.
On Point Media Facebook group on Facebook. Drop your information in there. Let us know what's going on. Let us know if there's any topics you want us to talk about.
Yeah.
And we're going to keep this thing going. We're going to get this thing going, man.
Okay, and one more thing I want everybody to remember, not remember, but know, is that it's okay to have your own business. If you black owned or whatever. but we don't discriminate against no nationality on if they want to come into your place or shop or however. What I'm trying to say is that we got to get back to owning us. At the same time, we got to open our doors to everybody. You know what I'm saying? And there was one more thing I had to say to you guys, but I forgot right now. So I'm not lying.
All right, man. That's it, man. We're gonna wrap it up. We will see y'all Thursday at 7 o'clock. We appreciate everybody for coming in. Salute everybody over there. We appreciate y'all. Thank y'all so much. The show will not move without y'all. Y'all make the show go round. We appreciate y'all.
Go and subscribe. Please,
subscribe if you haven't already. Subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Please go to our channel and
On Point Media.
ONPURNT
space media. On
we're trying
Media.
to get 100.
Subscribe, like, share, comment. We appreciate y'all. We'll be right back at it again on Tuesday, 7 o'clock.
Tuesday?
I'm sorry, Thursday. My bad. Thursday, 7 o'clock.
Missed y'all already.
Thursday, 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock PST, Pacific Standard Time. And if there's something specific y'all want us to talk about, hit us up on that On Point Media group page or in these comments. And whatever the majority of the comments go with, we'll go with that. If not, we're gonna have
we don't leave without reading the comment.
Yeah, but
before I leave, I understand what you're saying. Women are the last. Time for your question. Okay.
I appreciate y'all. We love y'all. We will see y'all Thursday. One love.
Peace out.